Welcome to the Ultimate Deadpool Studios, YOLOpark Transformers Reviews.
What is going on, guys? Ultimate Deadpool here. Finally, we are reviewing Nemesis Prime, YOLOpark Optimus Prime G1 edition. Now, yes, technically, Nemesis Prime, if I'm not remembering correctly, did not appear in G1, but there were concepts of them. He has appeared in, I believe, Transformers Armada was his first real appearance. And then he's been a common recolor of Optimus Prime ever since. So this is essentially just bad guy Optimus Prime, or not Optimus Prime as a Decepticon. So starting off with Nemesis Prime's accessories, he comes with the exact same thing as regular Optimus that I reviewed a couple days ago. He comes with his Ion Blaster. He comes with his Energon Axe, except in this time it is instead of it being orange, it's actually red. And he also comes with a accurate G1 Megatron blaster pistol style look. So now that his accessories and stuff are out of the way, this guy does not transform. So if you're wanting something that's like this that does transform, I'd look at maybe the Power of the Primes, Nemesis Prime, or maybe the Masterpiece Optimus Prime, or Nemesis Prime, or the Leader Class Nemesis Prime from, I believe, the Kingdom series for Netflix. If you want it to be like this, but obviously, of course, transform. This guy does not do that, because this is essentially a buildable action figure. This is marketed as a model kit. It is not really a model kit. It is more or less a buildable action figure. So, if you watched my Optimus Prime video, he's basically the exact same thing. The only difference is his color scheme. But for those of you who did not watch that video, we're going to do a quick run-by of what this guy is and how he works. So, starting off with how similar is he compared to normal Optimus Prime? So, like I said, he is basically identical. Same exact mold, same exact body, same exact articulation, same exact everything. The only difference is one is black, the other one is red and blue. One has teal accents, the other one has yellow accents. One has a Decepticon logo, the other one has an Autobot logo. One has red tinted windows, while the other one has blue tinted windows. One has a red light up effect, while the other one has a blue light up effect. Okay, so for those of you who do not know, Nemesis Prime is probably one of my favorite Decepticons in all of Transformers. I know I did the air quotes things because he's not from what I know now. I haven't read every single Transformers comic book. I have not watched every single Transformers TV show out there. I have watched what I've watched. I've seen what I've seen, and I've read what I've read. From what I know, this is not a common thing for Optimus Prime. This is more of like a fan thing. Now, yes, it has appeared in official versions of Transformers. Like I did mention, I believe Armada was the first one to do this. Actually, no, I think G1 did do this, but it was a straight-up clone of Optimus Prime. He had the same color scheme, the exact same paint job, everything, because he was a clone. And it was controlled by Megatron to kind of lead the Autobots to a dangerous crystal pit that would have them blow up on contact. Except for their rubber tires, which insulated them. I believe the episode was called A Prime Problem. I could be misremembering. Anyway, I know that this is not a common thing. This is not a common look that you can have, or that Optimus, or in this case Nemesis, usually shows up as. It is just a quick, cheap, easy recolor for toy manufacturers like YOLOpark to be able to make good use of their molds for Optimus Prime, recolor him in black and blue, or black and teal, and a little bit of red, and boom, there you go. So, right off the bat, there is one tiny microscopic little inconsistency that this has. In most versions of Nemesis Prime, at least the ones that I have seen, his hands are the same teal color as his crotch plate lights and the triangle lines and stuff on his wrists. Nothing major. I'm okay with it being basic black. Um, can you imagine, though, with this guy with teal colored hands, how weird and off-putting that would be? So I get why they didn't do it that way. That's just my preferred preference, because I've seen the art styles and stuff where he has actual teal hands, not black hands, but that's okay. Weathering. This is why I consider that this is not a model kit. It's pre-painted, it's pre-battle damaged, or wear and tear with the scratches and everything else. He's not damaged when you build him. He comes that way. So like all these, the silver chipping and stuff along his legs here, around his legs and his toes here, his forearms and stuff up here, even his chest area and legs and the dirt and grime and stuff throughout all of them. That's all supposed to be there. So yeah, he, like I said, is exactly like Optimus Prime. You open it up, and then you have, I believe, what is called the Dark Matrix of Leadership. Inside, really nice detail work on the inside as well. You have the translucent red chest panel lenses. You want to make sure that you line these two up together and then close them at the same time, because you can obviously see that there are two tabs in there. They fit in like a puzzle piece, and you don't want to accidentally snap them off. Same thing with his smokestacks. These are relatively thick and durable, but I wouldn't push them too much. And then you take off this top piece, insert the button cell battery, and then you wave a magnet in front of him, and then he has glowing red eyes. Eventually, when I review my own version of this guy, we'll do, of course, the LED light up feature just to see what it looks like. But honestly, he kind of looks a little dead with them off, but it's not that big of a deal. It's close enough, and even if I did have the batteries and stuff in there, I probably wouldn't have them on at all really anyway, unless it's for a YouTube video. So there would be honestly no point in putting batteries in his head, just because it, again, would be a pointless feature. So, articulation, his head is on a ball joint. So, whoops, his top of his helmet keeps coming off. So he looks forward to about there, backwards to about there, swivel and pivot. Basically a whole thing going on up there. Arms go 360 degrees because they're just plugged in. Arms go up to about there before they stop. There's a swivel at his bicep, a double bend or some kind of bend going all the way, a ball joint for his thumb, a ball joint for his wrist, and a series of hinges for at least 2 of his finger sets. And I say 2 because these 3 are combined versus his pointer finger is separately articulated. Same thing on his other side. His torso crunches forward to about there, goes back a little bit, kind of restricted because of the just sheer design of Optimus with all these panels clashing into each other. Pivot up at the top of his torso, as well as a little bit of swivel up there as well. And then obviously a little small crunch up there. That's where you're actually going to get the most crunches, from that ball joint up top here, which also gives you the other motions. His waist is more or less just a swivel. You don't really get any tilting or pivoting from there. If you're going to move his legs forward, pull these pieces out first, so that way you don't accidentally get them caught on anything. And then, just like regular Optimus's legs, they do drop a heck of a lot lower than they are. So as you can tell, obviously his leg is a lot lower. So, which means then you could bring his leg all the way up to about there. That's about as far as I'm sure anyone could want. So if you wanted him to do a ground pound pose, or or whatever, you could definitely get that done. So, popping the little helmet piece back on, and then once you're done, you can just simply bring his leg back up there, and then close everything off, call it a day. Obviously his chest plate and stuff is articulated because that stuff is all meant to open. He's got a double bend at his leg that goes the entire way, a swivel at his upper hip, toe joint, as well as some ankle tilt, but just keep in mind that it's going to collide with this panel and you don't get a whole ton of range, so most of that is going to be from the pivot on his feet as well as his toes. So like I said, this is basically the exact same thing as Optimus Prime, except painted in black with a little bit of red and a little bit of teal added into it. But that's okay. We can all admit Nemesis Prime is essentially a more badass version of Optimus Prime, because you can't go wrong with Optimus Prime painted in a black color scheme. Michael Bay, I love you, man, but honestly, Transformers 5, the last night, if you were going to do the Nemesis Prime thing, you should have made him look like this and have it be a clone of Optimus Prime, not have it be a brainwashed Optimus Prime. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation for another video at some point if we're interested in doing that. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video with some 3 sick poses. One of the benefits of having both Nemesis Prime and Optimus Prime is you can do some really crazy poses like this, or this, or my personal favorite as a quote to Spider-Man or a Spider-Man reference. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I actually didn't realize how much taller Megatron was compared to the Optimus Prime of the same line. Oh well, who cares? Megatron can be the bigger one, but Optimus, we all know, is the stronger one. I love you, Megatron, but technically Optimus is stronger than Megatron. But, and also I have these horribly lined up because it looks like Nemesis Prime is Optimus and Megatron's baby. There's an image I'll now never get out of my head. Anyway, thank you so much for watching these videos. Please give my brother some love in the comment section down below, because without him and him already having these things, this little mini series review thing this week would not have been possible. So thank you guys again. Let him get some of those thanks as well. I appreciate him for letting me borrow these things. And without further ado, let's go ahead and end today's video. So again, I cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you again so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, I hope to make more YoloPark Transformer reviews in the future. Except this time they'll be my own characters, not my brother's characters. So thank you guys again, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Bye.